for the convenience of participants. People should not use mobile phones to take selfies with the procession in the background. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes. Volunteers who have registered to help people during the ceremonies must perform their duties for the convenience of participants. People should not use mobile phones to take selfies with the procession in the background. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes. Okay.
Volunteers who have registered to help people during the ceremonies must perform their duties for the convenience of participants. People should not use mobile phones to take selfies with the procession in the background. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes.
Right, very good. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes. Volunteers who have registered to help people during the ceremonies must perform their duties for the convenience of participants. People should not use mobile phones to take selfies with the procession in the background. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes. Okay.
Volunteer who have
Registered
to help people during the ceremony must perform their
duties
for the convenience of
participants.
People should not use mobile phone to take selfie with the person in the background. They should be
Respectful
and
pay homage
when the procession passes.
when the procession passes.
When the procession passes,
Right. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes. Volunteers who have registered to help people during the ceremonies must perform their duties for the convenience of participants. People should not use mobile phones to take selfies with the procession in the background. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes. Okay.
Volunteers who have registered to help people during the ceremonies must perform their duties for the convenience of participants. People should not use mobile phone to take selfie with the procession in the background. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes.
Right, very good. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes. Volunteers who have registered to help people during the ceremonies must perform their duties for the convenience of participants. Okay.
Volunteers who have registered people during the ceremony must perform their duty for the convenience of participants. People should not use mobile phone to take selfie with the procession in the background. There should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes.
Right, very good. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes. Volunteers who have registered to help people during the ceremonies must perform their duties for the convenience of participants. Okay.
Volunteers who have registered to help people during the ceremonies must perform their duty for the convenience of participants. People should not use mobile phone to take selfie with the procession in the background. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes.
Right. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes. Volunteers who have registered to help people during the ceremonies must perform their duties for the convenience of participants. Okay.
Volunteers who have registered to help people during the ceremonies must perform their duties for the convenience of participants. People should not use mobile phone to take selfie with the procession in the background. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes.
Right, very good. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes. Convenience of participants. Mobile phones, selfies, procession passes. Okay.
Volunteers who have registered to help people during the ceremonies must perform their duties for the convenience of participants. People should not use mobile phones to take selfies with the procession in the background. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes.
Right, very good. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes. Volunteers who have registered to help people during the ceremonies must perform their duties for the convenience of participants. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes. Okay.
Volunteers who have registered to help people during the convenience must perform their duty for the convenience of the participants. People should not use mobile phone to take selfies with the procession in the background. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes.
When the procession passes. Volunteers who have registered to help people during the ceremonies must perform their duties for the convenience of participants. People should not use mobile phones to take selfies with the procession in the background. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes. So the volunteers, the people who have offered their presence and their time to help out in controlling the vast crowds, have registered. Registered, what does it mean to have the volunteers register?
Sign your name.
Yes, to sign up to be a volunteer. Maybe they'll give the volunteer some type of jacket or some type of a marker that indicates that he's a volunteer with a sash maybe, or something to put on his, his shoulder or something like that. But they register, name, address, phone number, whatever they need for the people to register, to sign up to be a volunteer. When you check into the hotel, you register at the front desk. I will register at the front desk of the hotel. During the ceremonies, the rites that are being conducted in the king's honor. And they will perform their duties. The things that the volunteers are assigned to do are their duties. They have certain things to do. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Their duties. You have certain duties. If you have a job to perform, you have certain duties that you have to accomplish. For the convenience of participants. Convenience of participants. So, they've asked that the volunteers conduct their duties and make sure that when they're doing it, that all the people are treated properly, and it is very convenient for all the hundreds of thousands of people to attend the ceremony, that there are no problems, and that people are able to conduct themselves in a normal, quiet way. Perform their duties for the convenience, to make things easy and simple for the people attending. People should not use mobile phones. Mobile phones. What's a mobile phone? I'm really not sure. Oh, right there. So, remember, there were certain rules that were going to be put in force, certain regulations. And apparently, one of them is mobile phones should not be used to take selfies of the passing funeral procession. Remember, this is not a birthday party. It's not a wedding. It's a funeral. You have to be respectful and not be, oh, what? Look, there's the king. Here they did. No. So, the volunteers, when they may say something to you, they'll exercise restraint. Now, if the volunteer did not exercise restraint, he would walk up, grab the phone, boom! Don't ever do that again. But he was told to exercise restraint. Oh, excuse me, would you not take those selfie pictures in due respect of the king? Oh, sorry. That is exercising restraint. Not exercising restraint, boom! Don't ever do that again. Yeah, and then a punch in the face. That's no restraint. But to exercise restraint is to be polite. The phone, just put it in your bag. Yeah, that's exercising restraint. So, they are told not to take selfies. They should be respectful and pay homage when the procession passes. In other words, procession, passing, pay homage to the king. And exercise restraint in dealing with the people. Don't lose control. You see somebody taking a selfie, ask them to put it away. Don't grab the phone, throw it on the ground, and step on it.
You should have an etiquette.
Right? Proper volunteer etiquette.
Volunteer etiquette.
Right. The volunteers should not be out of control, going crazy. They should employ proper etiquette.
Did you know how is different meaning between duties and responsibility?
Could be almost the same. You have certain duties to perform, certain things that you have to do. My duty is to, at the end of the day, lock the door of the office, turn the lights out, this, that, this, that, this, that. What are your responsibilities? Pretty much the same thing. I'm responsible for making sure that the building is secure. When I leave, the lights are out, the doors are locked, and everything's taken care of. Those are my responsibilities, my duties. Generally speaking, those would be interchangeable. You could do these responsibilities. Convenient, make it easy and simple to do. It's a very convenient task, something easy to do. People should not use mobile phones to take selfies of pictures of themselves. They should pay homage and be respectful of the king.
Procession here is mean parade, but we don't have to use parade. Right?
Well, the term parade implies a celebratory celebration, a parade. It can be a holiday parade. It can be a parade on a certain feast day or something like that. But a procession, it's not not everybody, no. It's more a,
Rather formal.
yeah, a formal marching, walking procession of people, not in a parade type mode.
Entertain a parade.
Yeah, like a wedding procession would be the bride and the groom and the best man and the maid of honor and people walking and bowing to everybody or something like that. That would be a procession. In this case, a funeral procession is the entire group, maybe the guards or the military, then the casket being drawn maybe by a horse and carriage or something, and that is the procession that is passing, and that would be more of a procession than a parade. A parade usually implies a large group of people celebrating a certain situation. This is more toned down, not so celebratory. In this case, it's a funeral procession. It is the proceeding forward in some way.
And pay homage is mean pay respect. Or
Yeah, pay homage to the royal king. Pay bowing or whatever is the appropriate way to do it. Homage. Pay homage.
To respect, to homage.
Yeah, to pay homage to the king would be to maybe bow, or some places they maybe even kneel down. I'm sure there's many different ways you can do that. Any other questions about this? Registered, ceremonies, convenience, procession, homage, duties, volunteers, selfies.
Teacher, participants. No pen, pens.
Participants, pence. But be careful, because the participants participate. The people, the participants, the people, they participate in the ceremony. Participants are the people, and to participate is the verb as to what they do. To participate means to be a part of, in the group, and doing whatever the group is doing. You are participating in the class. You're in the class and you're doing what everybody else is doing, in a sense. You're reading, you're studying, you're practicing your pronunciation. You are participating in the class. You are participants. The participants participate. Participants participate, to be a member of the group and doing whatever the group is doing. We are participating in the class. We're doing this, we're reading, and we are participants. The people, the ceremonies, for the people that are at the ceremony and are paying homage to the king are the participants. Participants. The participants participate. Participants participate.
Participant.
Okay? Any other questions about that?
No.
Ceremonies, convenience, participants. Okay, we'll try this. Got a few words in here a little different. The government spokesman said, members of the media will not be treated differently from the public. They will be required to produce their ID cards when they pass screening points to enter the ceremonial ground. The government spokesman said, members of the media will not be treated differently from the public. They will be required to produce their ID cards when they pass screening points to enter the ceremonial ground. Okay.
The government spokesman said members of the media will not be treated differently from the public. They will be required to produce their ID cards when they pass screening points to enter the ceremonial ground.
Right, very good. The government spokesman said members of the media will not be treated differently from the public. They will be required to produce their ID cards when they pass screening points to enter the ceremonial ground. Okay.
The government spokesman says members of the media will not be treated different from the public. They will be required to
Produce
ID cards will they pass
screening
Screening points.
points
point to enter the ceremony ground.
They pass screening points to enter the ceremonial grounds. The government spokesman said members of the media will not be treated differently from the public. They will be required to produce their ID cards when they pass screening points to enter the ceremonial ground.
Ground.
The government spokesman said members of the media will not be treated differently from the public. They will be required to produce their ID cards when they pass screening points to enter the ceremonial ground.
Right, very good. The screening points to enter the ceremonial ground. Pass screening points to enter the ceremonial ground. The government spokesman said members of the media will not be treated differently from the public. Okay.
The government spokesman said members of the media will not be treated differently from the public. When they will be required to produce their ID cards when they pass screening points to enter the ceremony ground.
Very good. That when they pass screening points to enter the ceremonial ground. Ceremonial ground. Screening points to enter the ceremonial ground. Okay.
The government spokesman said members of the media will not be treated differently from the public. They will be required to produce their ID card when they pass screening point to enter the ceremonial ground.
To enter the ceremonial ground.
Ceremonial.
Right, it'd be to enter the ground where the ceremony will be conducted. That will be the ceremonial ground. Ceremonial ground. Ceremonial ground. Okay.
The government spokesman said members of the media will not be treated differently from the public. They will be required to produce their ID card when they pass screening point to enter the ceremonial ground.
Right. Ceremonial ground. Right. They will be required